People across the country on this King holiday working on hundreds of service projects to help those in need. Tonight, one person in Coweta County is pursuing an urgent dream of his own to help families who are barely surviving in the midst of devastating earthquakes in Puerto Rico.
So how much more destruction and heartache can these residents of this U.S. territory endure? 11 Alive John Sherrick is on that story for us tonight.
People once again living in the streets, inside tents. Once again, electricity is out and may be out the rest of the year. Water and food scarce. Puerto Ricans can't escape. This time it's a series of destructive earthquakes and aftershocks that began right after Christmas. 2 years ago, it was Hurricane Maria that destroyed large sections of this U.S. territory.
They weren't fully recovered from the hurricane when earthquakes hit.
On Facebook on Friday, Coweta County Sheriff's Lieutenant Edwin Rivera said, in effect, he's confident that overwhelming problems in Puerto Rico will not overwhelm the compassion of Metro Atlantans. Rivera has started to organize a drive to collect badly needed supplies for Puerto Ricans. Already, Niagara Bottling is donating a truckload of water. Delta Airlines is donating the plane to deliver the goods. The Sheriff's Office Facebook page lists the items most needed. A church on Greason Trail will be the collection point this coming Saturday and Sunday. For Lieutenant Rivera, the suffering there hits home.
It's personal. We still have family there, and even if it wasn't there, it's just something humanitarian. Humanitarian effort.
This past Saturday in Puerto Rico, scandal. A Facebook Live post revealed a warehouse of never-used humanitarian relief supplies given to Puerto Rico in previous natural disasters. Puerto Rico's governor immediately fired several people in the government. On the Coweta County Sheriff's Facebook page, this comment: "Make sure you guys deliver the provisions directly to the people." Lieutenant Rivera says he's working on a way to go to Puerto Rico himself so he can meet the supplies when they arrive and supervise the distribution. Convinced people here will come through.
I'm sure that the community is going to step up and do the right thing.
Absolutely.
For their fellow Americans in desperate need.
Police think they